Hi guys, it's John and Isaiah back at KC Farms. Today it is going to be over 70 degrees. We've been in the 70s the last couple days, and it is time to help these pigs cool down. Many of you guys know pigs do not sweat, so that is why they like wallows and water to stay cool. It's not super hot, but some of them are getting uncomfortable. Are you uncomfortable, Millie? During the days. So we're going to show you a couple steps that we use to help cool them down. So we always used to use kiddie pools because I didn't want to have big wallows in our yard, but that's what we do now. We raise pigs, so we don't mind having wallows. I dug these last year with the tractor. So this pen here, getting ready to move, close to being ready to move, but we are going to fill this wallow up and also show you how we get these pigs shade. So let's get started. I know they'll enjoy the cool down. Okay, we've got our materials we need to put up the shade for them. Isaiah's going to take this hose and drag this over. I am pretty sure, if I remember from last year, go ahead and start dragging that out, bud, that will reach. So we've got the fence turned off, and we're going to start filling up that wallow while I get the shade cloth put up. Okay, there's the shade cloth, and one thing we've done over the years we learned, we used to just use these hooks and use something to tie it around, but the shade cloth would rip. So now we use a little piece of wire, and we make sure we wrap some of the cloth around the pole as well, and that keeps it from ripping. So we've got a long time for our water to fill. We're gonna let that go for a while. We've used a bunch of different types of shade cloths. This is the best one that we've found, and we have a link for that down below in our Amazon affiliate if you are looking for some shade for your pigs. Now, just like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Same thing with these pigs. We put the shade out here. Sometimes they lay out in the sun and they still get burnt. What we do when that happens is we grab a bunch of the mud and we wipe it all over the pigs. So we're gonna leave that here, let it fill. We'll come check on that in just a little bit. And we're going to show you what we do for the groups that don't have wallows. Okay, so for the places we don't have wallows, this is what we use. And these are just, actually they're kiddie sandboxes. The kiddie pools you find at Walmart just don't hold up. I think they're, well, this one is a little tyke sandbox. Sometimes they have a, I can't think of what they're called, but look for the sandboxes. The sandboxes have sturdier sides, and they hold up well for these big summer swimmers here that are a little weighty. So we're gonna fill this up, and we're gonna get them some shade, because same as the other ones, we have no shade in our yard. So let's get this filled up and let's see if they appreciate our work. Isaiah's grabbing them pigs a little bit of a snack. We're gonna move these guys in a couple days, and you can see it's greening up nice, but until then, he's got them a little snack while we're working out here. Okay, we've got it up. It always looks really nice when you first put it up. We're gonna get some rain, as always, and this will start to sag, but once we move them again, we'll move the shade cloth with it. They obviously are more interested in the grass that Isaiah threw in for them than the water right now. So we're gonna let them keep eating. We've got one more pen. We need to get them some help. So we're gonna head over to that last pen. Like I said, they may not lay in the shade, but at least they have the option. So even the ones in the woods will sometimes lay right in the sun instead of the shade. So that's why we give them a mud bath if we have the option. That's also the reason why a wallow is a good option. This is not a wallow, but it works for what you need. So let's head over to the last pen. Why you got your tusk hooked on the pole, bud? What are you doing? Huh? You gotta come forward. You gotta come forward. Look at that. You gotta come forward, you big dummy. Okay, well, that's the first time we've ever seen that happen, so I'm gonna push him forward and get him unhooked from the T-post. All right, well, he's off. Never seen that happen before, but something you might want to be aware of. We are looking into getting tusk trims. We've never trimmed tusks before, but before we put these bores back in together, that is something that we want to do. So I've seen them get hooked in a welded wire fence, but never on a T-post before. So we got to enjoy that together. You all right, bud? There we go. All right. Crazy day today. Let's get to our last pen. Okay, so last one today. Well, that we're gonna show anyway. It's all our females out here in the woods. If nothing else, they don't get in it, that's fine. They have water because they like to tip these little ones over. You can see they're making a little mud wallow right now. At least we know they're gonna have some water when they need it. It is, I would say, 5 to 7 degrees cooler over here, and they have shade and a breeze. So they are doing nice over here, but we just wanna make sure that they do have water. We've got the hose running all the way across that we can fill all these up with, so that makes it easier. You can see Jelly Bean back there. Let's see where she is. There she is. She is in heat. So she is chasing the new pigs that we put in there around. That's just what happens when some of these pigs go into heat. But the new pigs are doing well. They've adapted well. They're sleeping in the pig loos at night, and everyone is getting along. So this is pretty much done. We've got that one fence, or that one wallow getting filled up there. Let's run up and check and see if that is completely filled yet. All right, I did put feed out for these guys just to keep them away. Tuck, he kind of is very territorial with his girls in here. So I fed them so they would be busy, but this wallow is good to go. Hey, it's full. It's full enough, bud, if you wanna. I thought you were over there by the fence, sorry. So they will have plenty of water to get in if they need to cool down. They have not figured it out yet because they are eating that feed. But hey, just a warning. Even though these guys are docile pigs, you just never know, especially when they're in breeding pens. Always want to be careful because they are territorial and they are wild animals still, even though we feel they're pretty docile. So anyway, we've got everyone pretty much cooled down. You can see, let's zoom in back here. Ryder and Smitten are not taking advantage of the shade or the pool. There goes the shade. There comes a cloud for them. But the option for them to cool down and get in the shade is there. So we're still working on clearing out the woods, getting these guys some areas where they'll have shade when they need it. But the grass is starting to grow, and they do like to be out here on pasture as well. So when that happens, we do use the shade cloths. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you following along today. And don't forget to
make the change.
All right, we'll see you on the next video.